Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of Greatmillstone. Peace, love, salutation, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. Real quick, breaking news from Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Inflation could turn out to be higher and more persistent than we expect. All right, and this is just an about face from what he has been saying, this whole time. All right, even though we know it was lies. All right, and clearly the majority of these Babylonians, they see it as lies as well. Okay, because they've been talking about it's supposed to be transitory, and we don't expect it to last that long, and all these smooth words that this devil was saying, which we know ultimately he's just a puppet for the central banker elites, the ones that actually control the central bankers, central bank system, which they're manipulating this because they want this crash. All right, they want this system to go down. They want people to be in more dire straits so that they can bring in a solution. Okay, the Hegelian dialectic problem reaction solution. So now that he's coming out and saying inflation could turn out to be higher and more persistent than we expect. So that right there lets you know to expect these prices in goods and services, gas, oil, foods, to go up more and more. All right, going into the wintertime, which Yahawashi said, pray not that your flight be in the winter. So, when Biden, Sleepy Joe, came into office, what did he say? He said, he expects a dark winter. Now, he got into office in January, so that was only about, 2 months left in wintertime. But as it's turning out to look like, he wasn't talking about last winter. He was talking about this winter, the one that's coming up. Okay, and you have the Agenda 21 playing out right before the eyes of the world, man. And a lot of people, they see it, but a lot of people also, especially our people, you Israelites, y'all don't see it, man. They're the ones, our people are the ones that are most docile. Okay, as the scripture says, my people are sottish, all right, sottish children, which when you go into that word is stupid. So when you go here, all right, this is a tweet, and it says apparently he's the last to figure it out. All right, says that's what happens when you keep printing more and more money. Yeah, because all you're doing is devaluating the dollar, which is a fiat currency anyway, which is in turn making the dollar have a less buying power, and the products that you're trying to buy or you want to buy is going to cost more and more dollars, to spend, which you have that happening at the same time. You have the eviction moratorium coming up, which I am going to, Lord willing, through the Spirit, I'm going to do a video on that real quick, after this or sometime today, because with the eviction moratorium happening, specifically in New York, they were saying that the majority of people that's going to be evicted is, you can guess it, so-called blacks and Latinos. All right. They said that Bronx, 7 out of the 10 zip codes in the Bronx have make up about I think they said 10% or 20%. I'm not sure, but 20% of the cities that have evictions on files. So let's keep reading. It says inflation isn't a natural disaster. It is man-made. They talk like they can't stop it when they're the ones causing it. Yep. And this is ultimately going to cause that scripture in the book of 2nd Esdras, where it says that the course of their action shall stand in their power, and they should not regard their kings or princes, because you have Salakia, call came through. As I was saying, because you have these people here all saying the same thing, that they don't trust and believe the words of their so-called elected leaders. Okay, so I'll just read a couple of these tweets. It says inflation isn't a natural disaster, it is man-made. They talk like they can't stop it when they're the ones causing it. Okay, they're the ones that's causing it. It says, did anyone actually think prices would go back down? No way. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. All right, and clearly you see he's being sarcastic. Says, if this news if this is news to anyone, they haven't been paying attention. And that's the thing. You know, a lot of our people, okay, because these elites, these Edomites and, you know, these heathens, they pay attention. Okay, the scripture says that the children, let's get that real quick, in the book of Luke, the 16th chapter, around the 7th or 8th verse. 8th verse, it says, "And the Lord commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely." All right. So the unjust steward is what these heathens that, you know, basically be stewards over their kingdom. All right. Especially Esau, Edom. All right. These lower level Edomites, they pay attention, man. They pay attention to the stock market. They pay attention to, you know, the mainstream market. They pay attention to, you know, the news, you know, current events and etc. It says, "For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light." And the Israelites are the children of light. But in this world that we're in, Jake is just so far gone, man. They have no clue what the hell is going on. And that's why the scriptures talks about how the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night. All right. Unto the children that are of the darkness, not of us, because we know what's going on. We are watching. But the masses of the people, they have no clue. So when it hits them, it's going to hit them like a freight train. All right. And that's who really are not paying attention. It's our people. They just so caught up in their folly. All right. They're caught up in their, you know, want to party and BS and all that. They're not really expecting things. They're not really expecting things to get crazy out here. But let's keep reading. Let's see. So it seems fairly obvious. Inflation has increased notably and will likely remain elevated in coming months before moderating. Jerome Powell said Wednesday, "We are seeing upward pressure on prices, particularly because of supply bottlenecks." And once again, you know, they're telling you what's going to happen, but our people are the ones that are just so blinded by it and docile that they're not going to know until it's too late. Okay. And the thing is, you know, you're not going to be able to see that, because Esau and these other heathens, they think that, you know, if they could just stock up on food and you know, doomsday prepping, all right, like these truthers talk, that they'll be able to survive it. But the scriptures tells us what? That in the day of, you know, riches profiteth not in the day of wrath. All right. But what? But righteousness, let's get it. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long, so I'll just, you know, cut it short soon. Proverbs 11 verse 4, "Riches profiteth not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death." Okay, righteousness is what's going to deliver you from the power of famine. All right, the power of the sword, the power of the pestilences. Okay, it's only going to be your faith in Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, and your works, as it is written in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 7. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils." All right. Famine, there's this hyperinflation, the economy collapsing, your FRNs being obsolete. Okay, which a lot of people put their faith and trust in this money system. It says, "And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me." Okay, and our people, you know, a lot of these women be on these government assistance benefits. A lot of Jake, you know, getting money by lawful ways and unlawful, ungodly, living ungodly, but yet they're still prospering. That's why the scripture says that envy not the the oppressor, all right, or envy not the prosperity of the wicked, because the Lord got them all lined up, man, and Lord's not going to miss. Okay, so like I said, I end that there, Lord willing. This was edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Yahawashi, Bashem Rachak Wadash. Till next time, Shalom.